Alright, so let's go. We're gonna first identify the day of the new moon, which is gonna be the first day, which was the first day of the first month of the year. So let's mark it here, which is the 17th. So we go over here. The 17th, which is the day of the new moon, the first day of the year, right? Now after that, we're gonna have 6 days of working, as you can see here. And the first Sabbath is going to be here. Then another 6 days of working. And this brings us to what? According to Leviticus 23 and verse 5, it says the 14th day of the first month, which would be the Passover, right? We just established that in the scripture. We're going to look into the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the 7 days for it. So this is the 31st, which would be the 15th day of the first month, the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the first of the 7 days feast, right? So you have second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day of the feast. And you are back to your regular weekly Sabbath, right? Now, this is where you start counting the 7 Sabbaths from. So this would be the first of 7 Sabbath, right? Here would be the second of 7 Sabbath. Then when you get to here, you're going into your second moon, right here, your second moon, right? So right here, the 23rd would be the first Sabbath of the second moon. Make it the third of 7 Sabbaths. Going down to March, the 2nd of March, here would be fourth Sabbath. The 9th of March, fifth Sabbath. 16th of March, sixth Sabbath. And 18 would be the beginning of the third month. And the 25th here would be the 7th Sabbath. So now we have accounted for the 7 Sabbaths, right? We're here, March 25th. That's where we left off. So now we're gonna number 50 days, starting from the day after, right? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, which makes May 14, 2022, the Feast of Harvest. Shalom. Alright, so we just looked at the Feast of Weeks on the calendar, the Gregorian calendar. Now we're going to look at it in a more practical form, right? So as we can see, we have 4 months here. Why 4? Because we know that in the fourth month, that's when you start to harvest, right? You plant in spring, the short-term crops, you harvest in summer. Summertime is harvest, right? So first 3 months, spring. Then after that, summer. That's when you harvest. Or if you plant long-term crops from the fall, the year before, you'll still harvest them in summer, right? So here we have the first day of the first month of the year, right? 14 days after that is the Passover. The day after the Passover is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is a high Sabbath, right? This lasts for 7 days. It ends here. Now we go back to the regular weekly Sabbath. And this is where we do what? We're going to count 7 Sabbaths. So this is the first one here, the second one here. Now we go to the next month. Remember, we're counting 7 Sabbaths, not new moon days. There's a difference between new moon day and Sabbath day. A lot of people think it's the same. It's not the same. This is the reason why you can cook on new moon day. You cannot cook on Sabbath. It's not the same. This is why you have a preparation day before the Sabbath. So you get a whole day to prepare. You don't get a preparation day before the new moon day because you can cook. It's not the same thing. The animals you offer as sacrifice on new moon days is not the same things you offer on Sabbath. So there's a distinction between new moon and Sabbath, right? So we come to the second month. Here we have the third Sabbath, the fourth Sabbath, the fifth Sabbath, the sixth Sabbath. Moving over to the third month, we have the seventh Sabbath here. Now after the seventh Sabbath, this is where we're going to do what? Number 50 days, right? So starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This time you can count new moon day because it says number 50 days, right? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So this is why the Feast of Weeks is today, the 14th of May, from where we kept the Passover here, right? Shalom.